I'm usually behind the camera. I control the frame, the timing, the story. If something feels off, I fix it in the edit, but this time I couldn't. For 3 days, the cameras were not in my hands. They were behind me, beside me, watching. I didn't know how it would turn out. I didn't know what they would see, but I said yes anyway. And once those cameras started rolling, the story began to unfold.
Oh my God, who is that? Paparazzi!
This film crew followed me for 3 days. This story is about what it was like filming with Noko and the team behind the camera. Silas, Parker, Danny, and Sam. Everyone played a role in bringing it together, but every story starts with a foundation, and that's where Silas comes in.
Since we're walking together, what do you do?
I don't know. I manage the media team.
Okay, so that's like organizing stories like this and production teams and
find stories, and then I get to work with Parker and the team to make it happen and tell stories like this.
oh, so dope.
Pretty cool.
Silas is like the silent wonder. Like he's the one standing in the corner, and you can tell he's thinking about something. Yes, Silas.
Silas's role was to set the scene, metaphorically, for the production, and on day one, the team took that literally. They built my garage from the ground up, staging it with pieces from my own space, and of course, my bike, Don Lino. How does that song go? I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak, I lose all control, and something takes over me. Yeah, that song was not about love, it was about nervousness. But you couldn't tell because I got a good poker face.
All right, it is day one of the Noko Studios production. And as you can see, they're loading, unloading things off of the car. My mama is here. Momager is here. So we're just getting ready. We're about to stage, well, they're about to stage the space for the interview. And then about to get to it. It's going to be a great day, a long day. It's going to be a good day.
Day one was all about the interview. Silas got me mic'd up and ready to go.
All right, in a normal speaking voice, just give me like a test. Test.
And no, this video is not sponsored or endorsed by Noko, so what I'm about to tell you might surprise you. But what made this experience so memorable and somewhat shocking was that the questions weren't about the product first. They were about me, my story, and how Noko fits into my journey as a rider. But Silas also took the time to walk me through a product I'd never used before from Noko.
Now, my question was, when it's all the way on green, that means the battery started.
This is all included here. And then every once in a while, we're kind of like, do this.
Okay, so here's the progress so far. You can see the bike is in the garage now. The lighting has come in. They're staging. They've also walked me through how to use the products, which I already had one on there. But you have Sam on the camera. Daniel, he's the photographer. Again, I'll introduce you later. They're moving, so I'm not trying to get them off guard. And then, let me see if I can get Parker. Is this Parker? No, that's not Parker. That's the lighting guy. Then, you got my mama. My mama. Yes, my mama. She is a momager. So, yeah, this is going to be good. I'm excited.
Once everything was set, the interview began. The questions went beyond the ride. My journey, advice for new riders, where Noko fits into my story, and the deeper conversations about challenges, mindset, and how that all affects my ride.
It's lunchtime at the set. Man, you look crazy with your glasses like that. It's lunchtime. That's why you got the two things on your forehead now. Look at you. Oh, no. What I got on my forehead? Ay. Like I'm trying to say, it's lunchtime. And we're about to go back to part 2 of the day, which is not interview. So we're about to get it. Stay tuned. Still got a long day ahead. And it's going to be fun. I feel good. Y'all peep the hat. Oh, I know I had it on earlier, but peep the hat. You did. No, you did.
Part 2 of day 1 was all about B-roll. They rearranged the garage, including pulling my bike out just to roll it back in at the right angle. Then they captured the small moments, maintenance, packing the tools I always carry, and that final turn of the ignition before the road.
It's 5:20 p.m. and we are transitioning to another scene. But I just finished filming one scene. Then I walked in this room and look who I see. My twin. It's crazy. But day is almost over. We're getting there.
We were still on day 1, still filming, and as we moved through the space from scene to scene, it became clear this was a team effort. But someone has to be the brains behind the direction of it all. And that's where Parker comes in.
Hi, who are you and what do you do?
I'm tired. It's been a long couple days, but I'm getting there. I am a senior media producer with Noco. So I do everything from pre-production to editing and everything in between.
That's Parker. He's a guy. Let me tell you about Parker. Now, Parker is the cool kid. Like, I mean, they're all cool kids. But, you know, you got different types of cool kids. And Parker is like the one with the spunky personality. Like, you know, just spunky. Like, I don't know how to describe Parker. He's just cool. Like, real low-key, but got a good joke. Good personality.
This is where the weekend really started to get good. Location, location, location. Parker had his role on this particular project, directing. But before they even came in from Arizona, he had sent over a list of spots he wanted to shoot. I went out and I scouted all of them. Some of them didn't make the cut, but every single one was just miles from my home and places I had never seen before. So this weekend wasn't just about telling a story. It turned into discovering new places right at home. So now, day 1 was over and day 2 was about to get started. But first, we had to officially call it.
Day 1 is a wrap. They sound so excited.
Day 2 looked much different. The camera rig was on the back of a car, Parker was calling direction, and I was riding. We were all tired, but I was still having fun. The team was patient, supportive, and gracious. Location after location, the story started to move.
Happy Saturday. It's day 2 of filming. And as you can see, they're putting the rig on the vehicle so we can take off on this early morning. So this has truly been an experience, you guys. It's been great. And for me to have been up at 4 o'clock this morning, you would think I wouldn't have this much energy, but we'll see where we are at. What time do we end today? 5, 6? I don't even know. But we gonna see. It's gonna be a great day.
And this is where I met Eric and his team from Keyless Media, the crew behind the chase car that would be following me for the day.
Eric here, and Eric is handling, like, what is this called? Like, what is it that you do?
So we do camera car work. So we'll have a camera rig on the back of the car. It's stabilized, and you can do it on the front or the back and drive around wherever you want and get really smooth shots.
Period. And you're local
Yes.
in 757.
Virginia Beach local.
So y'all check him out. He's working with Noco this weekend. Noco's working with him this weekend, and they are, I guess, chasing me. But y'all stay tuned. Y'all will see all that because the footage is gonna be dope.
And yeah, the footage was dope, but honestly, the experience was too. For the rest of the day, we moved from location to location. Cameras in hand, cameras on the car, with Parker directing every step of the way.
All right, pit stop. You see, Daniel is doing what he does best.
While Parker handled the directing, someone had to capture the still moments. That's Danny, photographer on this particular project.
Hey, Danny. Danny got on his beach feet today. He got on flip-flops. Yeah. Put that hair behind it. Yeah. Yeah. So, Danny.
Yo,
Who are you? What do you do?
I am a photographer with Noco and producer.
They say you get used to the camera after a certain point, but newsflash, you don't. But you do get used to the cool people like Danny who do their job and have fun while doing it.
Look, he is dedicated to capturing these pictures.
After each location, they would regroup at a central point so that they could readjust their cameras.
So now, I guess we're readjusting. So they've got I guess they're resetting the rig, or I don't know what they're doing. All I know is I'm riding it, and now I got a man in my head telling me, go this way, go this way, come up a little bit, slow down a little bit. And that's one of the questions they asked me in my interview yesterday. Like, what does it feel like to ride a bike? Like, if you could explain the emotions. So now I got Parker in my head telling me, come up, go. But they get it because they ride, so let's get it. But they ain't even close to over, but I'm having a good time. Location 1, done. They're about to readjust the cameras, and we're heading to location 2. Don't quote me on anything. I'm just here.
Moving to the next location, being directed through comms, photographed, and filmed reminded me of something. What you expect versus what actually happens aren't always the same thing.
Okay, so we're at the next location, Sandbridge Pier. And earlier I said they'll be chasing me. No. I'm chasing them because I'm just following them around. They got a rig on the back of the car, so this is so fun. Like, literally, somebody is talking in your ear. But for this leg, I didn't have the phone, so I'm trying to make sure they don't need me. But anyway, this has been a great day. Love this team. Love the work that they do. Love that they tell people's stories in a way that fits them and not what fits them, if you know what I mean. But let's get it.
The day wasn't quite over yet. In our pre-filming conversations, when they said they wanted footage of me riding with others, it was a no-brainer who I'd call. My sisters. My riding journey wouldn't be complete without these women. 3 of them helped shape me from a baby rider into the one that I am today. Tracy, my sister who taught me to ride aggressively, to lead, and to hold it down as a road guard. D-Sexy One, affectionately known as DS1, big heart, fiercely protective, and she taught me to stand proud, make my own mark, and never take mess. Cream, the one who educated me on our local bike history and the one who will answer a rescue call at any time of day. When Noko got me back on the road after my battery went dead, she was on the side of the road with me. And Gabby, aka Just Gab, quiet until that music hits. She'll dance in a heartbeat, but she's also walking in her own powerful motorcycle journey, and I love that she shares it. Now we get to day 3. Everyone's tired, but the cameras are still rolling. And behind that camera, besides Parker and Danny, was Sam. Quiet, focused, a man of very few words. Also, apparently capable of hiding in trees just to get the shot.
I feel like he has the toughest job, and I try to leave him alone. Hi, Sam.
What's up?
What do you do?
I press a button on a camera. Simple as that.
That's why I've been avoiding him all weekend. He's the last person I asked because he is like the first one out the car to get to where he got to go to figure out what needs to be filmed. And yeah, I don't know. I think Sam got the toughest job. I don't know. They all have tough jobs, but he's the one that has to focus the hardest. So, but now you've met everybody and what they do and why they're here, and everybody is just really, 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 really dope.
First stop on day 3, fog on the water. Was it planned? I honestly don't know, but it did feel intentional. This was a great backdrop to the beginning of the end of a beautiful weekend filled with lots of movie magic.
Good morning. I've actually been here for an hour and a half, but I wasn't suitable or mentally prepared to turn on my camera. Gotta be real about it, because baby, these been some early mornings, okay? But now the sun is up, and when the sun comes up, I get up. It's just like riding. It really is. So it's day 3. We about to get it. We are about to get it. It's closing night at the theater. But it really ain't no theatrics. Like, this is all me with a little bit of, just a tiny bit of zest, if you can imagine. Let's get it.
Day 3 looked a lot like day 2, but just without the chase car and with an action camera in play. The crew was tucked away in the trees, chasing the perfect angles.
A director in the wilds. He looks so focused. He's trying to plan a shot.
And Silas was in the cut, thinking.
Y'all remember I said Silas was the silent wonder? Look at him over there in the cut, just thinking. Look at him. He looks like he's thinking. Tell me he don't look like he's thinking. Yep, he was thinking about saying something.
During the waiting game between takes, I figured I'd explain things as they happen.
Okay, next location. And we're at an underpass. Now, what happens when we go to a new location is they spend a few minutes trying to figure out how they want to set up the scene. What I do is stand here. I just stand here and look pretty. And I just wait for them to give me a directive. So then they ask me, if you were in the situation where your bike cuts off, what do you do? Are you in like mission? Are you mission focused? Like, do you do anything on the bike? And it really forces me to think, like, what do I do? And instantly, I'll try to turn the bike on to see if it'll turn on. So they get those shots. Like, they want it to be as real as possible. Not the narrative that they want, but how it actually is. So it's very authentic in that it's really what you would do. It's almost like what do they call it? A re-dramatization. Like a reenactment of what actually happened. But they don't make it up. They ask you what actually happened and how did you handle it.
We're ready for you, talent.
Oh, we're ready.
Right.
All right. And we head to the bike. And they direct me on what to do. That's it. That's all. Then they record it. And they say, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. And then I do it again. That's it. So now I'm on the bike. And I sit here. And I wait for them to call each other. And then once they say they're ready, then I ride. That's it, that's all. You have people following you around recording you. They are doing the hard part. And then they edit it.
Can you keep a secret? Because I'm about to show you some movie magic. What you saw in the Noko story versus what I saw in the Noko story. You saw a phone with a bright screen. I saw a phone with a light box attached to it to make the screen appear brighter for the camera. That's what we call movie magic. Blink and you'll miss it. Let me slow it down. What you saw in the Noko story versus what I saw filming it. If only I could control the rain like this in real life, ooh, that would be so dope. But when they want to film something that looks like you were riding in the rain and it is no rain in the forecast, oh, they will make it happen. And that is what we call movie magic. 3 days, countless setups, locations, resets, laughs, long hours, and moments that I will never forget. What started as a filming weekend became something so much more. And for once, the camera was not in my hands. To the Noko creative team, Silas, Parker, Danny, and Sam, thank you so much for your patience, your creativity, and for telling my story with such care. And to my sisters, thank you for showing up like you always do, for the love, the laughter, and the energy that you bring into my world. And to my mom, thank you for believing in me, supporting me, and always cheering me on, even when I know this whole motorcycle thing makes you nervous. This weekend was about connection, collaboration, and trust, and a reminder that none of us ride or create alone. Some stories you tell, and some you're just lucky enough to live and let other people tell your story for you.
It's a wrap! It's a wrap! Thank you guys! Thank you, Noko. This has been great!
Do my phone's in, or are you just resetting it?
Resetting.
Well,
Good morning. I'm good. How are you? Yeah. And I got people behind me. This is Parker. He's the director, and he walks like we have stuff to do today. Like we're not on the time schedule. This random man and got in my frame. He got a camera in his hands. It's a big camera too.
Movie magic.
Parker talking about something. Yeah. If you could give one word for this weekend, what would it be?
sure.
Oh, perfect. In like one word, what would you say?
Vibes.
Let's go. Thanks, Daddy.